Now that I have ranked every passive mob in Minecraft, let's rank every hostile mob, from creepers to wardens, from D tier to S tier. Let's dive into the world of my opinions. The Phantom. Yeah, we all hate this mob, so this is why it's the worst on the entire list. It's so annoying because they spawn when you haven't slept for 3 days in a row, which is annoying if you're like a Minecraft builder and you don't sleep at night. But you can use cats to scare them away, and like, yeah, but the sound they make is horrible, so they obviously deserve D tier. Zombie Piglin. If you hit this mob, you're screwed, because there's a billion coming charging at you if you hit one, and then you can do basically nothing with them, and you can't even trade with them. Just, yeah, they're horrible because you just get swarmed by them like an angry mob. Magma Cube. Bro, they just wrestle you like a WWE superstar, and then you're so cooked because it's in the basalt deltas, which I rank that here, right, with every biome right here, so click that video right here. But the magma cubes are so big and annoying that I just never go to the basalt deltas. Like, there's basically no point. Ghast. Imagine you build a base in the nether, and then the ghast shows up and breaks your base, or say you're building a bridge and it breaks the blocks under you, and like, you're cooked. But the only good thing is that you can shoot a fireball back, but this mob is horribly annoying. Like, oh my gosh. Silverfish. These tiny things are so annoying and stupid. They attack in groups, kinda, and do minimal damage, but they're hard to hit, and they're so annoying, especially if you're backed into a corner with these things, because, gosh, they have tiny hitboxes. Elder Guardian. Like, the mining fatigue is so annoying. I just want to kill this mob as fast as possible and get the sponge and get out of here. But with mining fatigue, I have to bring milk, and nobody cares about milk. Yeah, like, it's kind of useless. Only for remove potion effects. But, like, you only bring milk, really, when you have mining fatigue. The Creaking. The concept sounds cool. A mob that moves when you aren't looking. But the execution was bad. I mean bad, because when it hits you, it does like a heart of damage with like no armor, and there is like no award for killing it. Oh, and it has a 1 HP. You can literally one-shot it with your fists, I think. Like, just get the wood and get out. Villager. They're so annoying and stupid. They attack with their crossbows, and like, the sound is so annoying, and they terrorize poor villages. Like, yeah, they deserve D tier. They're just not friendly. Endermite. Basically the ender version of silverfish, but spawn from an ender pearl use rarely, and are just as annoying and stupid and hard to hit as the regular silverfish, and it does minimal damage, but just get rid of them. I need to call the exterminator. And the final mob in D tier is the Ravager. Their hitbox is way too big. Try to get near it and poof, you get hit, and it's so annoying in raids, and that's just why they're one of the worst mobs in Minecraft. But moving on to C tier. Guardian. These mobs are so annoying. Sure, they don't get mining fatigue, which is the reason that it's really not in D tier, but they do damage, and that laser just, I hate these things. Piglin. They are so annoying to fight with their weapons and crossbow. Like, they can even hold a gold spear. Yeah, a spear. And like, they can collect your loot when you die, so they can literally wear your armor when you go back to get it. And they're so annoying. And like, the only reason it's not in D tier is because you need to trade with them and have that dream block. Zombie Villager. I hate seeing villagers as zombies, and like, the one thing they used to be cured, like, they can be cured and then reduce trading prices, which is why they're not in D tier. But to cure them, you have to get a potion of weakness, and you have to get a golden apple. You gotta feed it, then you gotta wait like 3 minutes for it to finally cure, and like, that's the only thing good about them. Piglin Brute. This mob when fighting does so much damage, and it is so annoying in bastions. Like, it is stupid hard to raid a bastion with these things around. Like, it's insanely hard. For me, Zogwin. they look ugly, and they still have the reach and stupidness of a normal zombie. The Hoglin. Speaking of Hoglin, this mob is good for food. That's it, and it's so annoying to fight. Its hitbox is pretty big and annoying, but good for food if you have fire aspect, I guess. So yeah, these two go together because they're basically the same. Slime. They only drop slime balls, and they're really annoying to fight because they just, like, when dead, multiply into smaller versions and are useless when you kill them, other than, like, for a slime block or redstone, which I don't know redstone. So, yeah, slimes are basically borderline useless. Husk/parch. Yeah, I paired these together because they're just desert versions of the zombie and skeleton, and that's annoying because you have so many versions of the same mob. Like, why? And like the zombie, like, it's so annoying because the parch shoots weakness arrows, like, no, not like destroyer, and the husk gives you the hunger effect. So they both deserve C tier. The stray. Distant cousin of the skeletons, and it shoots slowness arrows at you at night in the cold biomes. Yeah, I hate fighting these things. Like, they're always like 10 surrounding my igloo house, and like I get slowness and it sucks, but eventually kill them. It's a whole cycle. Anyways, moving on to B tier. The creeper, the most classic mob in Minecraft. It's literally in the title. Like, without Minecraft, like, Minecraft wouldn't be what it is today, probably. And it literally happened because of, like, a coding error. Yeah, like, a pig accidentally was made into a creeper somehow. Yeah, I don't know how you messed that up. But it exploded itself into B tier. The bogged. Yeah, I like the design green, like, to blend in, but I don't like the poison arrows. I mean, like, it's the strongest type of skeleton, so yeah. Vindicator. Yeah, I mean, it's really strong in the Woodland Mansion, and like, it has a name tag Easter egg. If you name it Johnny, like from The Shining, it will attack every mob in sight. Pretty cool, right? Zombie. Yeah, this is a classic mob, and it's an undead version of Steve. I mean, blue pants, teal t-shirt. I mean, like, it is so, like, I mean, kind of looks like Steve, and like, it has relatively good damage, but like, you will eventually kill it. But there are these things called leader zombies where if it gets hit, it spawns more zombies, and that is the definition of B tier. Spider mob does whatever a spider can, kills you and scares you just like me. Here comes the spider mob. Yeah, this is the mob. Like the cave spider, and it's annoying to fight, but they are useful for string. And the cave spider is like so annoying because it poisons you, and just like, yeah, and I just put them together because they're both spider variants, spiders. And the final mob in B tier is the skeleton. Yeah, all the classic mobs. Like, the mob can shoot far, kinda, and it like basically from across the world in Bedrock Edition, and it's so dumb in Java. Like, yeah, that sounds fair, right? Like, we get snipers in Bedrock, Java gets nothing good anyways. Because like, that's the skeleton for you. It's not that annoying to fight, but when you have no armor, then yeah, it can be annoying-ish. But that's why we're moving on to A tier. The first mob in A tier is the Ender Dragon. Yeah, the final boss in Minecraft. I mean, it's pretty strong. I mean, I'm a bad player, so like, yeah, it deserves A tier because, well, it's one of the most classic, if not the most classic mobs in all of Minecraft. Because remember, the goal of speedrunning is to beat the Ender Dragon. So yeah, it deserves A tier. The Vex. Now, before you pull out those pitchforks, I think these mobs is unique and like, but annoying. But like, I mean, it can phase through walls and can kind of do good damage. I mean, I find that cool and unique. Like, I'm also judging on uniqueness here. So, like, this is my opinion, and it deserves A tier. Just don't pull out those pitchforks. Blaze, an essential mob for beating the game, and, like, the design looks pretty cool, but their range is crazy. Like, I'm 20 blocks away, and I just get, like, fireballs shooting at me from out of nowhere. Like, yeah, but they're essential for speedrunning and beating the game. So, obviously, they gotta go at A tier. The Drowned. I love the design, even when it's just a water drowned zombie. And the trident from is the reason it's an A tier, really. The trident is amazing. And should I rank every weapon in Minecraft next? Tell me in the comments. Anyways, yeah, the Drowned is amazing, in my opinion. The Wither Skeleton. I don't really know, but I actually love this mob. Like, sure, it gives you the withering effect, but if you get 3 heads and spawn the wither, that's actually a unique use for the Wither Skeleton. Like, yeah, it's really unique. And the final mob in A tier is the Shulker, the mob that couldn't quite get into S tier. I mean, I might find it really annoying to fight, but it's unique and kind of cool when it's not shooting you. Like, it shoots projectiles that make you float and, like, drop shulker shells. You can make a shulker box. There's so many uses. And, like, I love the design. Like, it's in, like, an animal kind of in, like, a shell/box. So, I love it. So, let's move on to S tier. Now, the first mob in S tier is the Enderman. I love these guys. Well, when they're not attacking me, of course, because they can teleport. And when they're angry, just look at them in the middle of their eyes, and yeah, you can freeze them. And their weakness is water. But if you can't not look at them in the end, well, just get a carved pumpkin on your face. And yeah, it's a pretty unique mob, and I love the teleportation feature. So yeah, it deserves S tier in my book. The Breeze. I don't know why, but the design is really cool. And, like, even though it doesn't drop much unless you have it for, like, one of the most powerful... Well, you could also use it for one of the most powerful weapons in Minecraft, the mace. And for wind charges. So, its drops are pretty good. And the battle is, meh. But, I mean, yeah. He already blasted his way into S tier a long time ago. So, the Wither. Sure, I hate fighting this guy, but he's very unique. And it shoots its own skulls. Like, that's kind of cool, you gotta admit. And it freaking summons, like, you summon it with wither skeletons and skulls. Like, you have, like, it's so fun. Especially if you fight it with mods. Like the Witherstorm mod, which makes it harder, but more fun. I haven't played it, but I'm gonna trust everybody who has played it. And third place goes to the Illusioner. Yeah, this mob is actually deleted. Because, I don't know why, but it is unique and cool. I mean, like, you can only summon it with commands, and it has long-range bow attacks, including it can also do blindness, and create 4 indestructible copies to confuse you, and it turns invisible while those copies are around, so you can never, ever find it. Or you can, but it's really hard. And, like, its design is kind of cool, like a wizard, villager type thing, and that is why it's third place. Evoker. Yeah, the mob that drops the item that makes you immortal. I mean, yeah, I think almost everybody loves it except, like, Camman18. Like, well, like the Totem of Undying. But, I mean, the Evoker by itself, I mean, the teeth ground things are really cool and really annoying. And, well, the Totem is the highlight, but they can also spawn Vexes. Yay. And, like, it's number 2 on this list. But what's number 1? Well, let's find out together, because it's the Warden. Yeah, I love this mob. Like, it was introduced in arguably one of the best updates ever. What was it? The Wild update, I think it was called. And, well, it owns the ancient cities. And, like, it's really scary and hard mob to fight. Like, it can shred people. And, like, most of the time you have to trap it, unless your Saint Diction made a ton for the ancient city base in his base. But that's for another video. I mean, anyways, the Warden is amazing and scary, and it's the perfect mix of both. And it was up, and, like, I don't know how Minecraft did that. They did it, and it's so menacing, and yeah, that's why it's first place. Well, this is my ranking, and I have officially ranked every mob in Minecraft. So, probably in the next 2 weeks, a compilation video of both, but I don't know when it's going to come out. But, I mean, this was a lot of fun to rank, and a lot of things to rank, because there are a lot of hostile mobs, and I gotta say a lot. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and become Saint Diction and hit that subscribe button.